Hey guys, Dan the Movie Man here, and today I'm actually going to talk about a movie. Strange, right? So this is going to kind of be a review slash rant, not really a rant, that's a bad word, question to pose. And that's, why is X-Men Apocalypse getting so much hate? Like, critically, people hate this movie, but the audience scores are just fine. Granted, it did had have the task of following one of, in my opinion, the best X-Men movie, A Days of Future Past, which was just phenomenal. But still, that shouldn't it shouldn't get that kind of response. Um, on Rotten Tomatoes, I think it has like a 38, but the audience score is like an 80 or something like that. That's insane. That is mind blowing. First, let me talk about the movie. I loved it. I loved the movie. I thought it was great. Now, do I think it's better than Days of Future Past? No, I don't. But you also have to keep in mind I've only seen the movie once. And I can't just see a movie once and go, this is the greatest film ever put, well, unless it's Star Wars. But you know what I mean. Like, I can't put it on a mantle yet because I don't know. Granted, it's definitely better than Origins. It's definitely better than The Last Stand. Um, I don't know. It might be better than the original X-Men. We'll have to wait and see. But the point I'm trying to make is it's not as bad as people make it out to be. Um, it progresses characters instead of taking them back. It introduces Apocalypse, who, granted, is not as amazing as he is in the comics, but he's not a bad villain. He is not a bad villain in this movie at all. Add in the fact that you introduce other characters like Psylocke, who people have been waiting for in an X-Men movie for since X-Men started. You introduced Angel. You introduced the young Scott Summers, the young Jean Grey, and might I say, the casting for Jean Grey and Scott Summers was great. I loved the people that played them. I can't think of their names. I probably should have done some research before I made this video, but the point is, I loved the casting. Um, there's, I just ignore that. I'm gonna cut that out. There's just a problem that I don't understand. Apparently, there's something wrong with this film that I am not getting, and it's evident that there are some problems with the movie. I'm not calling it a perfect movie, but to 38%, like, no, I don't think it's that bad. I don't think that at all. Um, from the final battle in Xavier's head, it's got to be one of the coolest parts of the movie. And as someone who just likes film, that's a freaking awesome ride. It's an awesome. Screw the battle in Xavier's head. The whole final battle in general was awesome. Um, Wolverine showing up, it didn't feel shoehorned in. It felt like it made sense after watching Days of Future Past. You know, I mean, it made sense to me, and I just think that it's a good movie. I don't understand. One of people's complaints that I keep hearing about is Mystique and how she's, well, there's two big complaints about Mystique. I'll address the first one, which is that she is not Mystique. Should probably elaborate on that. She's not blue a lot, and a lot of people are like, well, after First Class, she was like mutant and proud, and I'm gonna embrace myself. So why is she not blue anymore? And I will say, and that's a big issue, but you got to realize Jennifer Lawrence doesn't want to be in makeup full time. I mean, she's a very beautiful actress, and the filmmakers realize that, the fans realize that, and she realizes that she doesn't want to be in makeup the whole time. But you also got to realize that makeup costs money, and I'm sure they couldn't afford it, but they wanted to put more money into the film itself. And also, they do give us an explanation in the movie, and it's that she doesn't want to be seen as the person who's on TV. Because remember, she was on TV, and you know, um, can't think of it, Days of Future Past, she doesn't want to be seen as that person. So she goes all Jennifer Lawrence-y so that she can have, her own space. But that's one of the other big complaint is that, like, she's taken on such a big role, and I don't understand that complaint, because I feel like those complaints are coming from people who just watched the movies. Like, why is she taking a big role? Have you not read the comics? In the comics, Mystique is a very central character in that universe. Sure, she's no Professor X, but she's still pretty important. She's supposed to be taking on a big role. After First Class, I'm sorry. That's the whole point of Days of Future Past, is that she is going to kill Trask, and then she decides against it. And so she becomes this role model, and she kind of rejects that role model thing. And that's the point of this movie. She's rejecting being a role model, but still trying to do what she believes is right. So of course she's going to be a main character of importance, because she is important. That's like watching Star Wars and saying, why are they focusing so much on Princess Leia? She's not integral to the story. Yes, she is. She's a main focus of the story. The point I'm trying to make here is the complaints about Mystique are ludicrous. Get over it, okay? Also, people complained about Magneto just up and joining Apocalypse. I understand that. I kind of felt like that through the movie too. Like, why are these people just like, okay, Apocalypse? At first I thought maybe he was controlling their minds. Nope. But you gotta realize, they're mutants, right? They have these abilities, and when Apocalypse can help them tap into their greater power, it's like the only thing I can compare it to is a man claiming to be God. If you genuinely believe someone is above you, someone is of a higher power, you tend to, you would lay at their feet. And they are like, whoa, this guy is literally a god. We gotta follow him. And, while I still don't like that part of the movie, I understand it. And it doesn't ruin the whole movie for me. And I still enjoy it. I still enjoy the movie. And, but that does set up one of the best parts of the movie, where Magneto helps the X-Men, and Apocalypse goes, "You betrayed me." And Magneto said, and this is one of my favorite lines in the movie, Magneto goes, "No, I betrayed them." And then it's so good. And that whole time, that whole final battle, you can ask Jake. I was sitting right next to him. I go, "Storm, get off your ass. Storm, do something. Electrocute him. Do something, Storm." And then Storm comes in and she saves the day. Well, she doesn't save the day, but she helps save the day. And that's cool. And, the ending of the movie is the new X-Men, the younger X-Men training, because, they're going to be helping protect the world now. You got Scott Summers, Jean Grey, Storm. Crap, who else was in there? I'm blanking on who else was in there. They're being trained by Mystique. There's people in there I'm forgetting. It's been like a month since I've seen the movie. I'm sorry. But still, I just don't understand the hate for the movie. Because the Jennifer Lawrence stuff, I pretty much doesn't bother me, because I can understand it. The only little problem I have with the movie is how they just kind of mindlessly follow Apocalypse. That's the only real problem that I can't get like completely by. Like, I can get by it, but it's like, and I can kind of understand it still. But there's other little problems that I can say, all right, well, I can get past that. I don't understand the hate for this movie. I thought it was a great movie. Like I said, is it the best X-Men movie ever? No, but it's not. Don't put it down there with Last Stand and X-Men Origins. It's not that bad. Okay? It's not Last Stand, I promise you guys. It's not. There's a reason audiences are giving it a much higher score than critics. I feel like critics overreact too much about a movie. In some cases, they're right, like with Joe Dirt. But in other cases, they're wrong. And I think this is one of those cases. Because, I just don't see it. When an audience and critics are so far apart, the audience tends to be right, because the audience is the one who's going to pay their money to go see the movie over and over and over again. And critics are going to go see it too, and they're going to pay to see it. But critics are not going to go over and over and over again. When I see something and I see big audience scores and low critic scores, I tend to go with the audience. But yeah, X-Men Apocalypse was a much better movie than I think anybody is giving it credit for. I'm going to go ahead and give X-Men Apocalypse 9 out of 10 stars. Because I feel like it's a good X-Men movie. Is it First Class? Is it Days of Future Past? I don't know. But it's definitely not X-Men Origins. And it's definitely not The Last Stand. So thank you guys for watching this video. Please weigh in the comment section below. What did you think about X-Men Apocalypse? Was it one of your favorites? Did you hate it? Tell me why in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.